Something that we should be focusing our energy and attention more on is being persuasive in day-to-day conversations. We mistakenly view each of these conversations and interactions as just a meeting, just a call, just an email. Each one of these conversations can be an opportunity. Subconsciously, all of us are prone to judging the people we talk to, and you are also being judged. You are judged every single day by your peers and co-workers about the clarity of your thinking and the quality of your communication. If you're good at both of these things, people view you with respect. Spoiler alert, your team does not care about how good you are on your best day. Your team only cares about how you are on your average day. There's a quote that I read which is, be consistently good, not sporadically great. You don't have to be mind-blowing every single day. You just have to be good. Communicate and contribute in team meetings. Now, team meetings can be that boring, life-sucking, dreary activity that we just have to participate in and we don't have any option. It doesn't have to be that anymore. It can be that event where you can actively contribute and make it a breeding ground for opportunities. Speaking up in meetings can be a great way to display your clarity in thinking to many people at once. But I get it. It doesn't come easily to a lot of us, and especially if you're an introvert, this can seem like a very challenging task. An easy alternative if you're an introvert is to use the chat. The chat is your friend. If you don't like to interrupt somebody else and speak up, use your chat. That way you're still getting your ideas out. And most people will see that chat and invite you to jump in, and that just makes life easier instead of raising your hand and volunteering to speak up. A second way to practice speaking up is to get an accountability buddy. I am an accountability buddy to other people. What I do in meetings is, if my friends are not speaking up, if I see that my friends are not contributing, I just gently nudge them and say, hey, why don't you chime in? This is a topic of your interest, or this is a project that you're working on. I think you should say something. And that nudge usually helps them get out of that initial inertia. Finally, the last thing you need to make sure of when you're practicing speaking up is to avoid what I call backstory creep. When you're giving that jaw-dropping speech, you try your best not to ramble. You try to keep yourself contained and keep your set very tight. Why then do we let ourselves ramble in day-to-day conversations? After the conversation is over and we think back to it, we say, man, I went off on a tangent there. Nobody stopped me. And this is the reality of most of our meetings. If it's a 30-minute call, after the call is over, in hindsight, we end up thinking, 20 of those minutes were just us rambling. Be more vocal at work. It's okay if public speaking is not your forte, but there is no excuse for not being persuasive in everyday conversations. And I wish you the best in this growth journey of yours at work. If you're somebody who also struggles with making small talk at work, I've made a video on 4 great ways to make small talk at the workplace, and I'm going to link it at the end of this video. Make sure to check it out.